Jude. I welcome you to the very live streaming. I don't want to do this video to release this tip as a video, okay? Because this is a very special right our great friend, the great secret revealer, revealed to us. But it's something you have to do for this sales, which is for every time you want to do this, you have to repeat it. All right. Now, what you need for this is most of you here have got honey already in the house. So, but what else you need is you need to get this. We know what this is. This is okra. Okra. Okay. So, this is a very great secret to get abundant sales. If you're a business person, if you're a service person, but you have your office, which is your point of sales or of contact. Most times people ask about how some people get so much money. They say the people get rich. Let me tell you the truth. The truth is that formulas that come in this format in videos are for Christians and people who don't want to practice real nature. Now, this is the truth. The truth is that any formula you use, either in soap, in cream, or any other form that has so much potency that it can manifest physically in space of 3 days to 7 days, then it costs so much formula. It costs more than 7 herbs. It costs some positive animal parts. Okay, it costs some of these things, many of them. It costs real resources. Okay, most of this formula can contain even an ego part. You know how much an ego costs to even get an ego from Kenya? You know how much one is. So now all this is energy. We want to be egos, all right? But many people you see in that big form, most of these energies are in their formulas. Okay, so that is by the way. But when the spirit releases a tip in this nature, it's doing it because it wants you people, it wants everyone, even with your own little fund, to get the energy and benefit of what spirituality can do. Spirituality does these things. You can pray your scripture, go to the mountain, pray, and you find out that is that moment that you pray so hard, it will be as if a hand drops some kind of crumbs of stuff for you. You'll be as if I'm praying so hard, why am I getting little from this? God does all these things, but because there is battle, there are energies fighting against what belongs to you. Okay? They are dragging it, accusing it. So if you are not so much prayerful scripturally, then you tend to be living like is what God does. No, God wants all his seed to be good, to be better. I am better. I want you to be better. I've been positioned not to live that kind of social, you understand? So, but the secret truth is that all these things can live in you, but the real deep truth is that it can never bring that deep, big stuff you wish. That's why I see people, they say people do ritual and this. But not everybody does that ritual. But when you cannot pray, you'll be on your knees at night, you are praying. And when you cannot pay your prophet, service your prophet or your priest to stay that awake for you, then you must be ready. You must be ready because you must be in one of these parts fully, or you are not. You must be ready to have a kind of formula that contains all these energies, which is you must know the formula to be able to incorporate in them to the manifestation of how it will. That's why people can use soap. They say sprinkle this. Almost of these formulas that are big, cumbersome, they are already in this very formula. And once they are in this formula, you find out that when you use this, even without prayer, those energies of the spirit will go and be waving all this road for you. And as constantly as you are using it, It will be removing those forces of darkness, those witchcraft energies that are blocking, accusing your prosperity. Because witches only see the light of the prosperity coming as a symbol. They are trying to accuse it, try to put some blocks, blockages, and stuff like that. Now, but when you are using most of these element energies and formulas, you find out that you get rid of these spirits, light spirits get rid of this, and is endowing you with the energy of ego. No, when you have an energy of ego, you know the sky can not always be your ending point, but it's just the abode where you take off from. All right, you just take off from there. You don't see yourself the way people want, to position. People think that some birds can climb to a degree and then they don't fly again. But the ego flies beyond the clouds. Likewise, some mystical birds, the energies of this you use in your life's work and how you use it bring this. But that is not the tip for today. But I'm telling you that any way you see any of these things, a spirit reveal it, but it can never be as deep formulas. Now, for this is something that works for one day. If you want to do it again, you repeat it. You get your honey, you get your okra, you get your knife. What you do is, this is the tip of the okra. You don't use here. All right? Where you use here is here. So no matter how unripe an okra is, the tip of it will always be good. Okay? Now, when you must have prayed, as you are praying like this, you are cutting it from the morning. In the morning, you are in your home. Money will come to your shop. Business will come, but it will not take until it has reached home. Okay? So when you cut this okra like this, you drop this. So no matter how unripe an okra is, like how bad it is, the hair can be bad, but this tip can never be bad. So when you cut it like this is the shop and this is my home. What I make in the shop must return to me home. Or business you get from where you get it must come back. The proceed must get home. It won't be like I made sales today, but I don't know, I can't tell or say how I went with my money or my finances. So you do this, you open it. This is the tip of the okra, the two of them. Then what you do again is, my honey is not, you get your honey, you tip your honey, sweetness and the slime. Money will come, it will draw money for me in sweetness from home and here. You rub it, okay? You rub the honey here. You rub the honey here. The two of them, you rub them honey. You keep this one in your home, inside your house. Inside your house. Either in your saving box, where you keep your money at home, if there is any, or in any drawer, on your altar, or inside. It must be inside the four walls of your home. This one, you drop one, then you take one to your shop and you keep it any place safe. Any place safe, either where your money enters, which is you draw money from there, or you keep it at a shelf if you have a shelf, or you can drop it a place. But this one that will be in the shop must not be in a locked place. Okay, you drop it somewhere the winds, air, and energies of light can penetrate to it. Okay, you drop it like this. All right, once you keep this there, and this is at home, this works for a day. Then look at how sales calls, service calls will come in for the day. Okay, and how it has been happening before that very moment. Once you do this, you are sure to get it. Then you can repeat this as frequent as you want this energy to be manifesting for you. Then that is how it works. This is okra. Okra. That is the draw. It draws. This okra used for draw soup. So for this, a powerful tip I'm releasing for you. You try this. You Send us your reports. Then our next live reading session will be on Sunday as a spirit review. There's a reason why they chose these 2 days. Wednesday, communication, open communication of the air, the nations of the air. And then let me not go too into deep of calling the angels names, but this is where you can get the portal open to ask any question, even the one you know the answers to and the one you don't know the answers to. Then that is it. Then on Sunday is 12 o'clock, 1 or 2. Any of these moments we start is that. So for any live session is Wednesdays and Sundays. But if you're calling in for a special session, know that we charge money. All right? Know that we charge money. But be sure to ask any question, no matter how deep it can go. Whether you are aware, familiar with the answers or not, it will reveal that which you know and that which you do not know. Now, you keep your fingers crossed. For more coming your way, you can like, share, and subscribe. Build this community so that you can live in your life and that of your home. As above, so below, all is sorrow. Love is the law, love under will. So, this is a tip to make you live a whole, prosperous, and peaceful life on here earth and afterlife, because there is still a journey after life, only if you know. Stay blessed. For more coming your way, I'm your very good guy, Spiritual Jude.